What's up, Space Monkeys? Welcome to Political Fight Club. I'm Robert Durden, and more good news, and this one really makes me happy. I just had to drop it on you guys tonight. I was going to wait till tomorrow, but why not? Seeing as it's mid-evening, might as well drop some good cannabis news on you. So, I saw this on Kalinsky's show, so shout out to him for turning my eyes toward it. But Washington State is now offering a free joint to anybody who gets vaccinated. And I think this is fucking awesome. Now, I'm going to talk about exactly why I think it's medically awesome, but I also want to talk about how I think we should do this even more so with other things. And it turns out there are a lot of incentives-based vaccination programs where, like, I think California is doing something like there's like a vaccine lottery. I'm all for this stuff, you guys. Like, I'm a chiropractor, but I'm absolutely 100% for vaccinations, and they do work. So I'm going to read to you from CBS News real quick exactly what's going on in Washington State, and then I'm going to tell you why this is awesome twofold, okay? So according to CNN, so I said CBS, this is CNN actually, add free weed to the list of incentives being offered to people to encourage them to get vaccinated against COVID. Officials at the Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board on Monday gave state-licensed cannabis retailers permission to offer one pre-rolled marijuana joint to adult consumers who receive a vaccination at an in-store vaccination clinic. The promotion, which LCB calls Joints for Jabs, aims to promote and support the state's vaccination efforts, according to LCB's news release. They added that they received multiple requests from cannabis retail licensees to help the efforts. The promotion is offered to adults 21 and older and will end on July 12th. The news comes just a few weeks after the LCB announced a different incentive offering those who get vaccinated a free beer, wine, or cocktail. I say do both. I say offer anybody that comes in and gets a vaccination a free cocktail and a joint. Go beyond that, go above and beyond. And if you don't believe me, here's a medical reason. If you give somebody a joint to smoke, you can have them smoke it while they're getting the vaccination done. And a lot of the issues that happen with vaccinations have to do with, like, inflammation, vasculitis, pneumonitis, meaning inflammation of your blood vessels, inflammation of your lungs, inflammation of any tissue that has ACE2 receptors, which that means that's how the virus usually gets into your system. And ACE2 receptors are in your gut, they're in your liver, they're in your vessels, stuff like that. So, like, that's what usually becomes inflamed when you get a vaccination and you have, like, a bad reaction to it. So weed actually blocks the ACE2 pathway. Like, THC molecules block the ACE2 pathway. So if you smoke a joint while you're getting the vaccination done or right afterwards, chances of you getting an inflammatory reaction are much lower because the THC molecules in your system will block the ACE2 pathway. So medically, this actually makes sense to have somebody go in and get their vaccination if they can prove in the last, if they just got it, go get a joint from either in the same store or whatever. I don't know why it says in-store there, but, like, if you can just go to the dispensary and get a joint for it and they smoke it right afterwards, I imagine that the inflammatory reactions that happen with a lot of these bad reactions to vaccine would actually go down. So that's me talking medicine to you, and I have a background in this. I have 3 degrees. On a side note, and a funnier note, I imagine that when they finally broke this to the public, there were fucking lines around the block to get your vaccinations done. Like in Washington State, free joint? Oh, let's go get our vaccinations. If this wasn't enough, I think I'm going to be holding out for the joint and cocktail time where they're offering a beer and a joint while you're actually getting your vaccination for me to actually get it done. No, everybody that really cares about this stuff has already gotten it done, but if you want to incentivize 100% of the people in Washington State, just give them a free joint and a beer. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm 100% for all these incentives programs. However you can get people on board, because, I mean, there's a lot of misinformation going on about, like, the safety of vaccines. And as somebody that has a lot of their education in what's considered alternative medicine, like chiropractic, I have a doctorate in chiropractic, I can tell you vaccines are absolutely safe. Like, There are some things that you'll have like a minorly bad reaction, which is why you'll get like a fever. But that's the inflammation I'm talking about there. And your body doesn't react nearly as harshly to vaccines if ACE2 pathways, in this case for COVID-19, are blocked by THC molecules. So it's twofold awesome. You're going to incentivize tons of people to go in and actually get their vaccines taken care of. Meanwhile, if they smoke their joint right after getting their vaccine, I swear to you, I'm pretty sure it's going to lower the rates of adverse reactions to any vaccines that include like fever, vasculitis, liver inflammation, lower gut or upper gut inflammation, all those places in your body that have the ACE2 pathway. So this is dope. Literally. So I had to drop this on you guys, end the day on a lighthearted note. So it's pretty awesome. I wish other states would do it, man. I wish absolutely that they would offer a joint or more to anybody that gets their vaccinations. You're only helping public health, but you're also helping individual health. It's pretty awesome. So keep fighting the good fight out there, guys. I'll talk to you later.